One of my favorite hobbies is exercising. That's what I do pretty much every day. I love yoga, running, biking to work, I do strength training, and I also make a lot of my own exercise clothes. But due to a couple of unfortunate incidents, I'm in a position now where I have to remake several of my workout garments. So that's what I'm going to talk about today, how I will get my workout wardrobe into top shape. And my first project is to make a workout top that looks like this. I've designed this one myself, and it has a built-in bra, gathers around the bosom and at the waist, which is something that I become to enjoy more and more over the years, that I want to have a bit of fullness. Sometimes I find the clothes to be a bit tight. I guess that comes with age perhaps, I don't know. And this is actually a variation of a yoga top that I did earlier this year. I love that one so much and it fit perfectly, so I thought, why invent the wheel again when I can just reuse my old top pattern and just use it for more of an exercise top. So I will use two different fabrics for this project. The first is a grey mold that is intended for the bra. This is a very soft quality that really wicks away the moisture very well, and I've used this before for another project with a built-in bra, which was the paper cut Panoma tank. However, while this fabric is really soft and nice, it isn't firm enough to really keep the bosoms in place when you're jumping around. So this time I will line this one with power mesh, and that's a great option if you want to have stability around the bosom area. And I did that actually for the black yoga top and it worked really, really well. So that's what I'm going to use for the bra. And for the shell I will use this purple Supplex fabric, and this one fabric is really, really good. I love Supplex because it has a very soft hand, not the plastic feeling that some workout wear can have. It's more soft like cotton or rayon, so I highly recommend buying that one if you can find it, and it really transports the moisturize very well as well. So that's one of my favorite wick away fabric, Supplex it is. Next up is a pair of leggings that looks like this. This is another pattern that I've designed myself, and it's basically development of a leggings pattern that I have been tweaking and working on for several years. And what I love about this pattern is that it sort of checks all the boxes that are important for me, which is namely a very nice fit, not too tight, but you know, it should hug the bum. And I'm actually wearing another version of this pattern on me right now, and as you can see it has a wide waistband, side pockets, which is super important to me, and also it has a hidden insert pockets, which is also nice for keys and cards and stuff like that. And another great thing about this leggings pattern is that it fits really nice in the crotch. I've tried all kind of versions, and now I think I've reached to a point where I found the perfect gusset, which makes the crotch really fits very, very nicely. So now I feel ready to take this pattern to the next level, and that's what I'm going to do with this one. So it has three different functional fabrics, all from the vendor Stoff and Steel, which you can check out online. They actually sell to I think 4 or 5 countries now in Europe, so highly recommend them. As I said, it's supposed to be about 3 or perhaps even 4 fabrics, I'm not really sure now. And this one I'm particularly fond of. It looks very fashion formal, like a lot of the stuff like Nike and those kind of brands would do. So I think that's this one, as I will use in the front and also in the back inserts. And secondly, if you remember that one from the top that I just talked about, this grey fabric will also be part of this design. And the third fabric is charcoal grey, I think. Sorry for my pronunciation, I'm not very good at that. It's almost black. And I'm going to use these 3 fabrics to put them together using different pieces like the design, as you can see. Perhaps I might add a little bit of mesh too, because I love power mesh. I use it for everything when it comes to workout wear, because both it looks really nice and also it keeps the moisture away and keeps you cool. And my third project is making a workout t-shirt which is loose fitting, using this fabric for the mesh insert. As you can see on the illustration, it has this fabric at the sleeves, at the back, as a front yoke, and also at the shoulders. And this one is actually supposed to be transporting moisture as well. It's also from Stoff and Steel. I have not tried it yet, but I think it will work out nice. And I will use regular black moisture wicking fabric for the other details. So I'm really excited about this one. And what I'm even more excited about is that in the back I will actually add a zipper pocket. So if I'm out running, I can put my cell phone in the bag and the keys and credit cards if I need to get shopping while I'm running and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to try out and see how I like to have a zipper pocket in the back. I'm really excited about this because I think pockets is super important and sadly not all that common when you're buying ready to wear workout gears today. So I don't know how you do it. I mean, you have like keys, you have gym cards, cell phones, perhaps a wallet if you're going shopping afterwards or doing that as a part of your exercise routine, which is nice, of course. So I don't know how you're supposed to store all that. I mean, basically we have to get back to those waist bags, I think, in order to have place for everything when we're exercising. So I really miss having more pockets. So that's why I love making my own clothes, because I can put as many pockets as I like. And the fourth and the last project that I plan to do this fall is to make a new hoodie. If you read my blog, you know I'm nuts about hoodies. And this one is actually a variation of a hoodie pattern that I have drafted and used, just a different variation of it. I actually find that store-bought hoodies doesn't fit me very well. That's why I make pretty much all my own hoodies. And that is because my waist is quite curved and my hips sort of pop out a bit. And I find that the regular straight hoodies that are big here and then they have a tight waistband, they tend to ride up, so they look bulky, and I have like the waistband up here, which is not really very comfortable. So when I have drafted my own hoodie pattern, I have actually adjusted it so that it tapers in at the waist, and the waistband is actually not smaller than the actual sweater, which makes the fit really nice. And a nice detail with my hoodie is that it will have cuffs with thumb holes. You know, the cuffs where you can stick out your thumb and it works like almost like a pair of mittens. And if you're curious to see how those can be made, I actually done a video tutorial about it which shows all the steps on how to make your own cuffs with thumb holes. So if that's something you're curious about, I highly recommend checking that one out. And also I'm pretty excited about having a nice looking wardrobe, because even though it's just vanity, it makes working out a bit more fun if the clothes actually fits you nicely and makes you happy. So that's all about how I will whip out my workout wardrobe in top shape. If you like what you see and want to see more, please hit subscribe. And also check out my blog, thelaststitch.com, where I have tons of projects about activewear, and also have lots of tutorials if you want to know more about activewear making and finding ideas on how you can do that. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.